Hi, I'm going to show you how to harvest data from a variety of different Irish records sources, and in order to do that I'll be demonstrating some record retrieval from the National Archives of Ireland website. Here is the website details up here. And we'll look at the 1901 and 1911 censuses, but you can also look at the 41 to 51 census search forms, the tie the plotmans, the soldiers' wills, and the calendar of wills and administrations. But let's first of all look at the census of Ireland. And we click on there and then click on search the census records. And I'm going to show you County Galway. So let's click on Galway and let's click on search, and you'll see that the results come back with 108,739 records. These are the first 10. We can divide it into 100, so you get 100 per page, and there they are there. You can see a variety of different surnames. 180,000 is rather a lot, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to narrow down these Galway records just to a particular surname, and let's say that surname is Joyce. So let's look for all the Joyces in Galway, and we've come down from 180,000 to 2,000, much more manageable. Here are the first 10, there are the first 100, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to organise them by forename, so we have them alphabetically, starting with Abby, Agnes, Aileen, and so on. So those are the first 100. Now what I'm going to show you how to do is how to scrape these surnames off this database and put it into an Excel spreadsheet 100 individuals at a time. In order to do that we need to use Outwit Hub. If you do a Google search for it you'll come to this web page. You can download it for free here, and I've uploaded it here. This is what you'll get when you upload Outwit Hub. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the web address for the Galway Joyces by clicking on the address bar, clicking on copy, and then moving over to Outwit Hub, and then pasting that into the address bar of Outwit Hub, clicking on enter, and miraculously you see that all of these Galway Joyces appear here. They are alphabetically: Abby, Agnes, Aileen, Alice, and so on. These are the first 100. If we go down to the very, very bottom, we'll see that it ends with Anne, who is in pound carbon. And if we go back to the original website, we'll see that the last entry is Annie in pound cartron. So we have copied all of those across, and now what we do is we click on select, right click, then click on select all. We can then copy that by Control C or Command C, or by going to edit and copy. Then if we go to an Excel spreadsheet we can simply paste that into the spreadsheet, and it comes up in a moment. There it is. I tend to delete this second column here because it is too long and it already contains the information that's in column, the next column along. And then I'll highlight the spreadsheet. I will double click on any of the dividers, and then I will try, actually that looks quite well, let's leave it at that. The URL address is here, it's wrapped around, but you can now see that we have Abby, Agnes, if we go down, Anne, etc., etc. We can make it a little bit more neat by clicking on that and then moving the columns up just so that it is around about there. Let's put it there. And now you can see that all of this information is there, starting with the surname, forename, townland, and going down to children born and children living. If I go back to the actual website, you'll see that it only ends with sex. If I click on show all information, then it will go along to all the way out to children born, children living, but in actual fact I don't need to do that when I'm copying the address into Outwit Hub, because Outwit Hub already has all that information. It includes all that information out to children born and children living, and that is now in this Excel spreadsheet for the first alphabetically organised Joyces of Galway in 1911. And I will do that, repeat that exercise 26 times to get up to 2,600. And that is how you can move this information from the 1911 census into an Excel spreadsheet with one line per individual. You can repeat that exercise for the other records in the National Archives, such as the census search forms, tithe block and soldiers' wills, calendars of wills and administration. And of course, once it's in an Excel spreadsheet, then you can search it by forename, townland, DED, county, age, and so on. If, for example, we were to do that on the website, we could search by, say, townland, and let's go forward to that particular townland. Let's do it by townland, for example. And what you'll see here is that you have 3 people clustering in Derry Cunla, 42, 8 and 40. What else do we have? It actually sorts through families. You can actually get a very good feel for certain families. So for example, in Ballyboan Beg we have someone aged 11, 13, 46, 14, 37 and 66. From that I would predict that perhaps Pierce Joyce is the father-in-law, the father of the actual head of the family. The head of the family is likely to be Raoul Joyce. Monica Joyce is likely to be his wife, aged 37, and their kids are likely to be 14, 13, 11, Alice, Walter, and Ralph. If we click on Pierce, it will come up that he, in fact, is the head of the family. Right, so I was wrong about that one. Pierce Joyce is the only one there. But if we go back to the other Joyce, and here's Raoul, aged 46, and there is Monica, his wife, Ralph, Walter, and Alice, his children. So it tends to cluster them in families, and that's why it's useful to search by townland. You'll be able to do exactly the same thing in the Excel spreadsheet, and this will help you organize the contents of your spreadsheet into probable families, which you can then go and check against the website. And that's about it. Thanks very much.